Hi, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is your general reading for October 2020. So, I am just going to get started with the reading. I do have with me the Before Tarot. We'll be clarifying with Levita Sibila, and we will wrap the reading up with the Golden Nostradamus Oracle card. I am going in for my oral surgery in the morning. So, I'm going to be out of pocket for a few days, and we'll just see how that goes. So, let's get the camera down. I've already done some meditation and shuffling on your sign, but I do want to get a good, what do I call it? Good shuffle and another good rifle on these. I can't believe we're already in the middle of, about to be in the middle of October here in a little bit. So let's go ahead and lay the cards. Queen of Swords, Eight of Cups, Six of Wands. Well, that's not bad. Not at all. Ace of Cups, Four of Wands. Uh-oh. What? Somebody getting ready to get married? Hold up. Oh, Five of Cups. Well. Okay. All is not lost. Five of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Oh, look at that. And the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. So I have 1, 2, 3 cups, 1, 2, 3 pentacles, 2 wands. Well, there you have it. There are no major arcana, so this is not some overarching spiritual lesson that you have to learn. This is all on a mundane level, and it looks as though I just get the sense that some of you have missed an opportunity, or you feel as though two things. Across here, there's something that you're being asked to prepare for. There you are putting your crown on, right? Being given your crown. Okay? So this is about being forthright and honest and upfront. Okay? And this is preparing you for something. Here, this Eight of Cups. And I'm only saying that because of the meaning of the card. But I also see that here, you're about to gain some kind of victory through this. Okay? Now, we do know that sometimes when we gain one thing, we have to put aside another thing or lose another thing. So I'm going to be taking a look at that. I just think that this, normally this card is about maybe feeling as though you don't have enough money, and maybe the situation is that you don't at the moment, right? That you, your financial security or your security may be threatened, particularly that of your home. But I don't see this as, and you know, of course, there's some regrets. Maybe you didn't say what you needed to say. Maybe you said the wrong thing. I don't know. Maybe you didn't plan as well as you could have, and there's some regret over that. And maybe there were some financial losses. But if you look here, I have these two pentacles. I'm sorry, two aces. And normally two aces speak to a wedding or an engagement or a new partnership of some kind. Okay? What I do find to be most interesting is that, I guess, you know what? You gained those pentacles back. And let me explain why. See, there's 5 pentacles there. But he's already got 5 pentacles up on the wall. And there's 3 more to come, or there's 3 more that need to be worked on. And I do feel you're going to be given that opportunity. What is at the, let's see. And I have 2 8s here. Now, 2 8s mean either you're going to go on a trip with your beloved, and I don't necessarily see that there's a trip here, but that doesn't make it not so. And the other meaning of 2/8 is you're going to receive news that will affect the relationship. Okay? Maybe it's some news you got and you just felt like, hell, I'm just going to drink for a little bit. Okay? Sometimes, you need to take a drink to fortify yourself. But here with this Four of Wands in the center, to me, says that really, no matter what else is going around the home environment, this is pretty stable. This is about stable foundations. Okay? The Two of Pentacles. Now, I'm not exactly sure if this guy is reaching for those two pentacles, like maybe they're being dropped out of the sky. Maybe he threw them up in the air and he kind of let go of them for a moment. But I do get the sense that there's been a choice or decision, and this is normally what the twos mean. Twos means you're at a crossroads. So I don't know if this is a financial crossroads that you're at, some kind of financial decision that you need to make, but I can also see that you're all a sea about that, right? See how that ship is being tossed about back there, you know. I'm going to read to you the meanings of these cards, okay? Each one, the Queen of Swords, I just kind of gave you the meaning of how she's presenting. She's presenting as an energy in terms of what it is that you're going to need to be doing. So you're going to need to be really clear, honest, and forthright as you move through this particular situation. This Eight of Cups says, fortify yourself for the journey ahead. Plan your route ahead of time. Pack lightly and know your final destination. From there, you can be open to experience. So, I don't know. I think you're about to get some kind of reward or recognition or something of that nature that just really comes. And I think it kind of comes to you like out of the blue as a surprise, so to speak. I don't know what this Five of Cups is all about, but I do have two fives here. And two fives simply speak to either backstabbing and ill will from others outside of the relationship cause problems, but also it means new experiences ahead. If I'm not mistaken, that's exactly right. Let me make sure here. Two fives. Yeah, constant bickering, backstabbing, and ill will from others affect the relationship. And two fives normally say exciting times ahead or new experiences ahead. But excitement is not always fun. Fear can be an excited emotion. Anger can be an excited emotion. So this just says to me that there's a bit of sadness and regret and some feelings of loss here. But I think it's only temporary because I think something else is coming. So the Six of Wands says, you have earned a hard-fought victory, so enjoy it. And maybe you just gotten to a place where you could enjoy it and then, something has thrown you off kilter. I just feel, honestly, that whatever this thing is, it really isn't anything to worry yourself about. The Ace of Cups. Let your blessings flow out into the world around you. They are meant to be shared. Now, normally in olden days, fish were symbols of prosperity. And, the old Christian saying, you can give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day, but teach him how to fish and he can, eat forever or something like that. So that fish is kind of leaping out of the cup, right? It's like you already have prosperity, and prosperity is just not about finances, right? If your health is good, right, your health is your wealth. The healthier you are, the longer you can work, the more money you can accrue and you can save, right? So to me, this is the idea of feeling the emotions that you feel about the situation, but not losing sight of whatever really the good fortune that you do have. you know. Four of Wands. I hope that makes sense. The Four of Wands. Now is the time to initiate or celebrate a marriage, partnership, or a long-term commitment. Now, for some of you, this may be coming through because I've seen this card show up sometimes when it speaks to like a new job offer coming, right? So it's not always about romance. This is really about the way you feel. And just because that cup is like flying out of the fish, I just kind of think this comes at you as a surprise because there's something else that you are more focused on. You may be rightly focused on it, but I would not, what do you call it, invest too much focus into it because something else is going to be coming to change this situation. Five of Cups. It says, do not cry over spilled milk. Simply resolve to be more careful in the future. Okay. Five of Pentacles. You are not meant to stand outside in the cold. Seek shelter from the storm. Even a flicker of light can guide you to a better place. To me, this idea of the dog being out in the snow, perhaps looking for his master, but at the same time, dogs imply loyalty and fidelity. And so for me, this card is about trying not to lose sight or lose hope of what is most important to you. Stay loyal to that idea. That's going to guide you through the storm. Eight of Pentacles. It says, strut your stuff, show your wares. Someone wants to buy what you have to sell. Now, I don't know about all of that, depending on what you might be selling. I don't know. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Safeguard your most valuable treasures so you can pass them on to others who will care for them too. And I'm not exactly sure if that's your hand holding a pentacle or if it's somebody offering you another pentacle and you putting your hand over the top of it. Okay? Either way, there's a new path here that's about to open up. Now, what does this 2 tell us? I've seen this 2 show up when you are juggling 2 jobs, you're juggling finances, you're juggling 2 things at once. You know, it says life is a juggling act, and to be a good juggler, you need to practice. Well, that's kind of a lame interpretation. I think the danger in this card is making sure that this doesn't get away from you. Does that make any sense? I mean, because once it's up in the air, you have no control over it, right? And so you want to try to gain back control over it as best you can. Still juggle it, but try not to let it get out of hand and get away from you. I think what I find most interesting about this 5 of Cups is normally in that card, well, there ain't no cat for one thing. And the next thing is that we don't even see the person. They're hiding underneath their cloak, you know. See? And now the cat is gone. The cat has left. And in this card, 3 of the cups have been turned over and 2 still stand. Here, only 1 cup has been turned over or knocked over, and 4 still stand. So I think what this is saying to me is that there's still some emotional stability here. Again, there's that 4, that emotional foundation is still rather firm. But, you know, and don't necessarily cry over whatever this thing was. I mean, you could have 3 cups that are spilled over, right? But instead, there's only the 1. And maybe that was this thing. as it relates to this row. So let me just pull cards on that five of, on these two fives, okay? And I'm not exactly sure if this is a situation where um, you may find yourself in a situation where you feel as if, um, I just want to say, like, you feel as if you've been through this before, yeah? But honestly, there's really nothing to be worried about here. These wheels on the cart of this card also remind me of these pentacles here. Okay? And because the cart is coming from here to here, this tells me that in pretty good time, in pretty short time, you're going to have an emotional reset. Let me put it that way. Okay? Yeah. Because the card is coming away from this and into this particular ace. So, whatever this thing is, don't allow it to, I don't know what the word is, to bother you too much. All right? It's temporary. It's a 5. It's a temporary thing. The militare. Oh, the speranza. And there's the dottore. Specialist help. Usually it requires a situation in which there is some specialist help. What I do like about those 3 cards that have come out is the fact that the militare is coming out as a situation. So let me explain it to you. Okay? Specialist help. Or a situation that needs to be fixed. Right? And sometimes to fix something, we have to be honest and forthright and speak up and not be so worried about other people's feelings and their emotions. Not that you are mean and nasty to them on purpose, but the truth is never sometimes pleasant, nor is it ever convenient. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you should not speak it, particularly if it's something that you need to say. So let me explain to you here this. He is the 10 of Swords, not to be confused with the regular 10 of Swords, okay? But basically, it can represent any person who wears a uniform. So this could be a man or a woman. But it represents someone with clear goals in life and determined to get what they want. Generally, the card will represent authority, organization, and power, physical strength, and prowess. Emotionally, and this is because it's falling on this cup, is where this is what it means to me. It indicates that inner strength will help you pull through. It also represents a conquest and a win after much sweat and toil. Okay? That's really how this card reads to me. I don't get that it's about someone with trust issues, although that could be possible, or someone who's unfaithful. It doesn't mean any of those things. In financial matters, it just heralds a struggle and sometimes maybe legal troubles in which the state may become involved, and this may be why you might have to go get some kind of specialist help, because he can be somewhat like a lawyer, a jurist, or something like that. But the Speranza, the card of hope, okay, says that a prayer will be answered. It is a card that depicts situations that are evolving in a positive way. It says a prayer will be answered and hopes will be fulfilled, notwithstanding apparent chaos, desperation, and turmoil of the present situation. Okay? It indicates spiritual protection from the divine and the impenetrable shield that is granted by one's karma in the face of unwarranted adversity. It is sometimes connected to the word trip or excursion, frequent travel and journeys. usually connected with water. In business, it represents an investment, the intention of buying or having just bought stocks or shares, a business transaction that you are hoping will succeed. It represents a certain amount of emotional attachment to this investment and transaction. It doesn't say whether or not it will be successful. Okay? And then we have the doctorate. That's going to depend on you and your clarity and the way that you are thinking. The doctorate says it usually represents specialist help that's going to be required to get out of a tricky situation. Okay? It defines a situation that cannot be resolved, often without the help of a professional or someone who knows what they are doing. Now, it can point to an underlying health problem or say that health will be a central topic in the future, you know. But it can also speak to a type of behavior or a situation, a habit, a grudge, or a broken heart, something that needs healing or fixing, because this is at the root of your problem. Now, in love, it can indicate someone who wants to fix their partner, and this is the driving motivation for being in the relationship. Usually, just as a person, it represents someone with a university degree. In financial matters, it indicates success, fulfillment, and in particular, career advancement and a period of intense work. This person usually represents an investor, a doctor, a scientist, a judge, and or a lawyer. Okay? And I really don't see that this is, to me, this says that you're going to have to, you got what it takes to pull through this. No matter how bad the situation seems, everything really is okay. And that help will be provided to you. Someone's going to have the skill and the knowledge to help you, or that you're going to know exactly what it is you need to do in order to move through this particular situation. Will there be some losses? Perhaps there will be. As a matter of fact, let me look at that 5 of coins card here. Sometimes that militare card can be the idea that you've gone through a lot. You know, you kind of had to struggle and fight your way through it. But that builds character. Okay? Let's see what this 5 of Pentacles is saying to us. Again, as I say, I don't see this as being anything bad or dinari. So yes, it is about money. And I personally don't think it's necessarily even about money. It's about the feelings of poverty. It's about feeling like there's something lacking or you're poor in something yourself. Okay? Melancholia. And the donna de servizio. So again, to me, this is going to, this may be a financial aspect and you are very depressed over it. But some help does come to you. That's twice we've gotten that message. So I would not necessarily worry about whatever this thing is. Your home is okay. Your family, from all intents and purposes, is okay. And you are about to embark on something new. Financially, a career change, I think. A financial change. But it's going to be for the better. It may be tight right now, and you're juggling things, but that won't last forever. Remember, it's just a moment, okay? It's just a moment. All right, here we go. The key. And I'm going to tell you something. In a tarot card reading, when you get the key is like the ship, because the key can either lock things away and keep them secret, or the key can be used to open the door or to release those secrets or to let the knowledge out. Keys are very important. Keys. The key. That's number 16. And it says, while the downcast are fast asleep, like the blissful, they have no need to weep. This card announces the opening of new doors, many opportunities, and overall improvements in the quality of life and good fortune. Open yourself to new possibilities. You will be lucky. This to me on this card speaks to having those feelings of poverty within yourself, you know, and you're only as valuable as you think you are. You know, those things do equate when you have a better, um, clearer, stronger perception of your own self-worth and self-value, you know, then those are the things that come back to you. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but I think you know what I mean. You can go out and ask for those things that you need, you know, those things that you deserve, and those things that you feel are worth it. So, that's what I have for you, Cancer. I hope that message helped. I will see you on the flip side. And until then, stay safe. Namaste.